Hi guys, thank you for being here with me. My name is Oni McLivingstone and I'm interested in anything that helps you and I live a purposeful life, as is a life that God has called us to live, and make it a productive one as well. So in my previous video, I talked about importance of having tools and systems and structures to help multiply, to help you be more productive or multiply, to help you be productive at first and as well multiply your productivity. And today I want to talk about the structures that you require that can help you, and setting tools that you also need for you to be more productive. And these are things that I have practiced and I'm still practicing, and I've tested when I didn't do it and when I did it, and I saw the difference. So it's something that you want to really pay attention to. So I wrote some things down. We'll start with structures. I always talk about, if you want to be productive, given the fact that we do so many things, especially as women and mothers, right? Given the fact that we wear different hats, right? Different roles. And you also have your personal life. And there are things, and if you're an ambitious person like I am, there are things, that goals that you have set for yourself, and you really need time. Yeah, I'm laughing about that because of how choked my day has been since this year. So you really need time to do a lot of things. You need structures. You need tools that can help you to be maximally productive. Okay. So a few of the structures that I have used and that I know that can help you be more productive. First, routines. I talk about routines a lot. I say that routines are a way to automate your success, because it's something that you build into your system. You're doing it, and it becomes, because people are habitual, right? It becomes a habit, and then you're making progress without even consciously knowing or exerting energy that you're making progress. Do you understand? If it has become your habit, you just wake up, you do it. But as you're doing it, the Bible talks about precepts upon precepts, lines upon lines. You're putting those lines upon lines, and before you know it, you have built an entire house, entire skyscraper, right? Just by putting lines upon lines. So routines are very, very important. Have a morning routine. What are the things that you do when you wake up? Right? And what are the things that you do in the day? I was with a friend yesterday during the day, and then my one of the tools that I use just beeped, and she was like, "Oh, is that a call?" I said, "No, it's reminding me. It's midday prayer time. It's reminding me to give thanks to God." But we're just chatting away. I'd even forgotten that it was almost 12, right? But that helped me. So it's a routine that I put in a tool to guide me, so that, of course, saying I have good memory is not a strategy, right? What is a strategy? Is putting structures and tools in place to help you. So routines: what is your morning routine? What is your evening routine? What is your night routine? What is your afternoon routine? Have a routine. What is your weekly routine? What is your bi-weekly routine? There are things that I do weekly, there are things that I do bi-weekly, right? What is your monthly routine? Create those things based on the goals that you have set. I'll probably talk about that when I'm really looking at goals, right? So, and then if you work from home or you work for yourself, you want to have defined, this is another structure, defined time for work. Like, from this time to this time, I am working. Because if you're working for yourself, there's a tendency, nobody's monitoring, there's a tendency for you to say, okay, I'll do it later. No, have a defined time every day, give hours, and say, this is the period that I am doing my work. For those that work for people, it's already easy. You have your 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. you are at work. Okay, so having a structured work time, even if you're working for somebody, there's your peak productive period. So you can say between 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. no chit-chatting, no social media, nothing. I'm focusing on work. Do you get it? You have structured yourself in an already structured environment, so that helps you stay productive. And then another thing will be, another structure that you will need that will help you, is to have an environment that is cluster free. It helps you think, both your physical environment and your mental environment. and then your digital space. So cluster-free space is a structure that you can put in. Make sure that you have a cluster-free space. When it comes to digitally, your files, everything is properly organized where they're supposed to be. Not that when you open your laptop, there are just different documents everywhere. And when you're looking for something, you don't know exactly where to go to. And while you're looking for it, you're wasting time. Can you see that? You're not maximizing your productivity with respect to that when you're wasting time. But if it was at a place and you know this is where I go to, you just go there, bring it out, and then use it. So digital, mental, right? Mental is your mind space. Declutter, using journals, write things down, declutter, right? Forgive, remove everything that is cluttering your mental space. Digital, physical, and mental declutter. So ensure that your space is breathing so that you can be more productive and creative. Then another one is simple rules. Have simple rules. This is a structure. Have simple rules like I go to bed by this time. I haven't really been able to do that because of other factors, but I have to an extent, like 50% I've been able to do that. Because if you want to wake up to do your morning routines, you need to go to bed at a particular time. So depending on when I go to bed, it affects my waking up alarm. Since this year has been changing, okay? So because there are certain times I stay up late for certain reasons, and then I'll have to help myself by, okay, I'm going to sleep a little longer, but of course beyond, it doesn't pass a certain time. Or I go up as early as I want to, and then I'm up. Like 2 days ago, I went to bed as early as I wanted to because I really needed to wake up by 4:30 a.m. to pray till 6 and then do other things. So simple rules like that can help you. It could be on different things, like, oh, between this time and this time I don't check social media, right? So that you don't distract yourself. Or before I go to bed, I must read a page or two. So those are structures that you can put in to help maximize your productivity. And another thing, the final structure I want to talk about is rest. Rest helps you to reset. Rest helps you to gain your energy. So rest, putting bits of rest into your plan, your structure, the way your day or your week is structured. Rest and some pampering and all that helps you rejuvenate yourself. So that is a structure that you would want to put in place. Yeah, so with that, I've talked about the structures, and I think in the next video I will talk about the tools that you require to be more productive. Some of the tools that I am using and have used, I'm going to share that as well. Thank you for listening.